Hey guys, CrunchyLab0 Gaming here, and in today's video, I'm pretty much going to be showing you guys how to be amazing and just always win at Apex Legends, or at least get somewhat close. So, for this video, this is pretty much, you got to have a good team. You have to be coordinating with your team, and you do have to have the dream team and have weapons that you have. Upon that, if you are like closing on the ring, you have to find some place like this as like main base, your shelter. You want the other team to be approaching you, not them approaching. Like, you want to be on the defensive side. That's who usually wins, unless you're like cornered in a place and then the offensive team comes in with all their firepower. Well, then you're probably gonna be obliterated. It's hard as long as you have, if you have shields, you have gases. I'm pretty good with this little pistol, so that's how I was able to win, especially with my team. Now, another good thing is to know what character you're using. Are you good with setting traps? Are you good with healing people? Are you with, like, what I just did? Are you good at, like, doing gas screens at the same time? As you guys do watch this, you'll see a lot of good tactics that me and my team used to win this and get the, spoiler alert, yeah, we did win. And it was actually kind of cool. It was like my second time winning, which I thought was really cool. Now, see, this team, they obviously didn't have coordination because Octane, he came in and the two other guys stayed behind, which was actually really weird for me. I've never actually seen this before, where one person, and then see what me and my teammate, we teamed up on this guy. One of our other teammates, they fell hostage, but the other guy, see, this is like bad mistake one. If you down an enemy, you rush in and go finish the rest of their team, or else they're gonna have time to revive, whoever they're playing with. And make sure you are reviving, because it takes a long time to go to the banners, and make sure you are executing as necessary, like this, or just killing off because I mean, there's a possibility that they might just die out, but there's even a greater chance that they're gonna, come back to haunt you. So then the Pathfinder comes in, and I'm like, oh crap, it's Pathfinder. We all know Pathfinder, the big joke that he is like going to take me down. I thought he was going to pull me, but he's also running from my enemy. So try to actually set traps for your enemies too, where one person lures them in, and then the other person comes in from behind. It's like, oh, I'm just taking on one person. Oh crap, I'm taking on an entire squad. Try to do stuff like that. Now, if you can't communicate, now this is like the big picture, like the biggest picture. If you can't communicate with your team, it's better yet that you end up going out on your own and finding the best armor, and then stick to the edges, of the world, and then try and come back in with them when you can. Because if you're with them and, they don't know what's going on, you guys are all gonna get taken out if you don't have the right armor on. So it's better if, so for instance, like, the supply ships, if you land on, like, everybody always says that it's always good for one squad, like one squad, that's enough stuff for one squad. Now, 20 people always land on that, especially in my experience. So you're gonna want to find like a loot hole of your own to go to, and maybe just take over that yourself, get the best stuff, and then rejoin your squad and fight together. In the one that we just played, there was some like extreme people that can't, like, the medic went out of their way to come, I don't know how many, 800 meters I think, before I died. I got shot in this, I had sandwiched in the battle. I was doing what a lot of people do, but I did it wrong. Usually you stick to the outside. I went on the inside. I got killed by a bloodhound, and then everybody just came in, so I had to crawl up the mountaintop, and I was just trying to crawl, but I almost blacked out. But the medic did save me, and that was like one of the biggest things, is just making sure your medic, if you're maybe like assigned medic, usually Lifeline is your assigned medic, and make sure that they're using that health drone when they need it, because it's always bad when they think, oh, well, my health is fine, so I don't need to use health drone, I'm not gonna, pay attention to the other guys. You should really be generous with your health drone and your health, and making sure that you're always picking up the shield cells and syringes, and make sure you have actually a weapon that you like and that goes along with what you're doing. If you're a sniper, don't get a pistol, that kind of thing. I did talk a little bit about at the beginning about that, but I think it's most important to have a weapon that you can use, and make sure that your settings are okay. That is like the biggest thing, is making sure that your settings work, making sure that you have the right controls, the right sensitivity, everything that you're going to need to make the best experience you can, and to really make sure that you can really play the way you want to play. For me, I like low sensitivity for some reason, and that usually actually gets me killed. But it works. I'm more of a SMG person. I sometimes scout rifle, but besides that, I really don't. And you really gotta have good communication with your team in this. I keep saying that, even if it's not communication, just stick together. Just hunt in the pack, and if there's an enemy, call it out, hit your button twice to call an enemy. If you see one of your buddies, they don't have a shield, give them a shield. Say, tag it and say legendary shield over here, because what they're gonna need to do is they're gonna want to see. You're gonna want, even if they're a bad player, it's still gonna, even if there have to be human shields, it's still gonna work. And lone wolves do win, especially if you're a person like Caustic or something who can set poison bombs. If you have a high concentration of poison bombs, you're sure to come out on top. You're just guaranteed to do that. The last thing I will say is, I hope you enjoyed the tips, but one thing is for sure, check out my other videos on this too, and make sure that you find the right. I make videos on the best places to land and some of the best places everywhere to do whatever you need. So please go check out those videos and the game review. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, please subscribe and check out my other content. Bye guys.
Welcome to North Hill, a new townhome development located in the north end of Boise, Idaho, offering 2 or 3 bedroom floor plans with refined finishes and natural stone throughout. Come check us out and visit us at northhillboise.com.